Hello, I'm Jack and welcome to my channel, and today we are making some Christmas themed mug cakes. Yes, this is a channel first for me. I've never really done any cooking videos, so today that's what we are doing. Let's get started. Whoosh. We've got 3 cameras set up and a microphone. So we've got the camera here, which has got a microphone on top. We've got the iPhone here, hello, hello. We've got this one here, hello. And we've got the microphone on here too. So let's get going. Right, let's get into this. So first of all, we are going to need something to put our mug cake into. What are we going to put it in? So I'm going to mix it. So I'm going to mix it up inside a mug because it is a mug cake. So you make it all into this mug cake. So we've got our mug. Let's put that in the mug. We're going to start off with our first ingredient, which is butter. So we've got the butter here, and I'm going to grab that. Let's take the lid off and let's begin. So with mug cakes, all of the ingredients are measured out in terms of like tablespoons or teaspoons. There aren't much actual measurements as such, like stuff that you'd weigh out on the scales. So I'm going to grab a couple of tablespoons. So grab a tablespoon. It's often easiest to have like a dry one and a wet one. So like your flour and stuff goes in the dry, and your milk or butter can go in another one, so just so it's quicker and easier. So we'll start off with a tablespoon of soft butter. So that isn't very good. I don't know how to do excess butter. And then we can put that into our mug for our mug cake. Next is 6 tablespoons of mixed, that was hard to say. This is 6 tablespoons of mixed dried fruits. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3. That is a lot of mixed fruit, that. Some for myself. Next we're going to put this in the microwave for just, how long? Put it in the microwave for 10 seconds so that the butter can melt and it's easier to mix. I'm going to just grab my egg and put it in. Not a hole, break it up, put it in there, like so. And grab the sugar. So we've got 3 tablespoons of dark brown sugar. Oh, look at that, 3 tablespoons. Oh gosh, this is so messy. 1, 2, 3. With mug cakes, it doesn't have to be super accurate, hence why I'm sort of just chucking it in there and hoping for the best. Okay, we've got 3 tablespoons of dark sugar in there. Next, we're going to add the mixed spice and ground cinnamon. So we'll grab them, half a tablespoon of each. I think on my little ring here, yeah, we got these, which are a load of spoons. You see that? One of them is half a teaspoon, so I'll go and grab that. So if you're using a normal teaspoon, just try and fill it up by half, but I've got half a teaspoon here, so I'll use that. Half a teaspoon of cinnamon, mixed spice, half a teaspoon of that. Oh, it's going to be very Christmassy. It smells Christmassy. And vanilla, so get some vanilla extract and put about a teaspoon of that in there. Then grab a fork and beat it all up and mix it. Ugh. That looks horrible. Okay, and when it looks combined, which it does, maybe bits around the bottom or around the edges, we can stop and we add the flour. So using self-raising flour, we're going to add 1 tablespoon. That's not too much, that's all right. Self-raising flour. So 1 tablespoon of self-raising flour. Salt, just a pinch. If you've got any glazed cherries, you can put them in. I've not got any on me, so I'm just going to put the candy peel in. We put the candied peel in too. I need 1 tablespoon of this. And then we're going to, because it's got flour in, we're now going to just fold it through. Okay, and then now we get to cook it in the oven. So we've got a mixture of this sort of consistency of lots of bits of fruit in it, and we can put that straight into the microwave now for about 3 minutes. Right, because we put self-raising flour in the microwave, it is very important to watch it to make sure it doesn't rise and go over the cup. Oh, I smell that crisp. Oh, jeez, that is. 3, 2, 1. And we are done. Oh, that smells so Christmassy. Look at that. So it's a nice caramelly brown in a way, actually. Oh, it's hot. It's hot. Be very careful. The mug can get quite warm. So I'm going to leave that to cool now. And if you want to, you can do some icing. So it's what we're going to do now that, because it's very hot still, we're going to leave it so it starts to come away from the edges. When it's about that cold, we can take it out of the mug and then leave it to cool completely. Next is the only bit that we do which requires the scales. So we're going to measure out and create the snow to go on top of our Christmas cake using icing. So with the scales, we're going to grab our bowl and put in 75 grams of icing sugar. Now, as predicted, I don't have enough. I've run out of icing sugar, so I will make sure I put the right amount of everything in the description and tell you what to do. So next, we've got the icing sugar, so we're then going to add some butter. So we can add around, depending on how much icing sugar you've got, you'll add some butter and we can mix that up a bit. So using soft butter or melt some butter, you can then create some butter icing by mixing the icing sugar with the butter. And once you've got it to a nice consistency, you can then pour that on top of the cake. Mine's starting to look a bit yellow, maybe not do this. So I have now finished doing the icing. The cake has cooled because the edges are starting to come off the side of the cup. It's still quite warm, so I'm going to use a knife. Oh, it's hot. Just use a knife to ease it out gently. So might need a little bit of force, try and hook the bottom out so that it doesn't stay stuck, because the bottom will probably stay stuck. And then we can just turn it upside down onto the plate here, and voila. That looks really nice. Okay, it looks a little bit odd. So we've got our Christmas cake, and we can now put the icing onto it here. I just realised this icing here is rather yellow, so it doesn't look very much like snow. So, and it's not very liquidy either. So all you need to do is plonk it on the top. Try and magically put it around the edges here, which is proving to be a bit difficult. Oh, it's just melting into it. And if you've got any seasonal sprinkles or anything, you can put them on the top. So what I'd recommend is not to use butter icing, because it would just melt. So just use normal icing, and we can just put some sprinkles on the top there like this. If you've got any like silver ones or anything Christmassy, try and do that. So I'm now going to try it for the first time. I forgot to. Icing's very nice. All the icing just fell off, but looks quite cool from this angle, so I'm going to leave it like that. So I'm going to just take a bite out of the top here. And there's a tiny bit of icing on there. So I'm going to grab that and just try it for the first time. I mean, it tastes quite Christmassy. It's not a spice. Oh no, there it is. You sort of get a spicy aftertaste. You can't taste the spice straight away. So it's nice though. You can tell it's Christmassy, and it's got fruit in there, or it is healthy, sort of. Lots of sugar though. Quite a bit of sugar, but it's got loads of fruit in, which is good. I'll put the link to the recipe so that you can follow it at home, and I'll put the how to do the icing sugar a bit better as well in there. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you did like it, perhaps you give it a like and subscribe and share it to anyone who might be wanting to make some Christmas cakes, Christmas mug cakes, and just don't have the time for it. But that is it for this video. Hello, I am Jack. Thank you very much for watching. Bye. Whoosh.